Attention, attention, attention. This is the Townnet A of the day. I am your net controller, TNet number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign phonetically. Reminder to all that the net is being recorded for training purposes. You may begin.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Ticket number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay, we got 3 to begin with. Anyone else want to check in? Check in, check in, check in. Check in. Check in, anyone? Check in, check in, check in. Another call for check in. Check in. It is now 1 p.m. Toronto time. This is the official call out. Anyone want to check in? This is Net A. Okay, very quiet start, huh? We'll begin. Okay then, let's see. It's a very interesting morning because, well, I was doing a lot of stuff. I was prepping for the Lunar First already, getting the MMs, the magic money and everything going. Did some of the tubes. And I made a new video in the ACM room, you can see, about how to fold the tubes. And it actually like get easier as you go. So, yeah, as you do more, you will see there are like some tricks. For example, like folding things better, creasing it better with something. After doing it, I use a water bottle to kind of flatten the base. Right, so many tips that you can get the job done better. So, yeah, we are all prepping for that ceremony. Big deal. Why? Well, because lunar July, supposedly in on like July 15th, is one of the big day. We call that the 中元节, the Mid Festival, and it, well, you can say it marks the middle of the year. So traditionally, it's celebrated by the farmers because it's like, wow, that's the time we can like finally harvest so many things growing, right? So that's for them. But for the Taoists here, right, there's a new, not new, but there's a special meaning to it. So there are 3 different days. The lunar first month, 15, the 7th month, 15, and the 10th month, 15. These 3 days are the 3 different special days for the upper, middle, and lower section, or you can say the officials. So they're like 3 judges, 3 gods that deals with 3 different kinds of things. So you can get it this way. A disciple in the lineage. How are they doing? So on the first month, that's the month when everyone gets good stuff from the lineage. So this official will like see, okay, we have gift. We're gonna gift it to whoever that needs it, right? And then you got the gift for half a year. And then now during this time, the second official comes around and kind of mark everyone, like give you a grading and tells you how you're doing as a disciple for the year. And well, you're not going to be like kicking the butt yet, but you're going to get a report card. So it's like a midterm report. And if you still have not corrected yourself, by the time is like the 10th month is here, right? That the water officials come and deliver the final thing that actually you deserve. Like, for example, you deserve a kick in the butt, they'll kick your butt. But that is the time when disciple can actually kind of like you tell them, oh, can you please spare me this year? Because I'm still working on it. So I asked for a second chance. And then you submit a letter by then to appeal, to say that I want a second chance, and they won't deliver that last punishment to you, and it will become like, okay, you have another chance, next cycle begin. And then during New Year again, like first month, the lineage, the sky official is here to gift you whatever you deserve, and then it continues you like that. So this is actually the midterm report for all the disciples. Wow, let's move on. Tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Reminder to all that you do not need to continue on what I'm talking about. You can always bring in your topic and start to renew. Let's go.
Tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Yeah, continuing on with the topic of the water official and the judgment and the punishment and the getting of the goods and all that. Having seen that and witnessed that for myself, writing that letter is very important. So if anyone has not yet done that letter for the water official, it's pretty important. It seems like around that time of the year, a lot of people who are on the fence tend to eel out. They'll just leave. All of a sudden, something will just happen, and they'll just be gone. And yeah, it is very freaky how that kind of happens. Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Oh yes, because the Tao also needs to clean up, right? So every year there's always like this time where the gods are cleaning up the lineage, and that's how they do it. Tier number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Net number 2, Kilo Alpha India. I would like to greet everybody in the net and Sergeant Kijang. About how do we receive the like the update on the performance? Like I just want to explanation on that part. How do we receive the
Come back in. You got cut off. Probably he lost connection. We'll try again later. TN number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenure number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Good day to Sergeant Gichan. Good day to my seniors and my juniors. Well, yeah, just to continue the topic. This is the first time I'm hearing of this, Sergeant. Probably because I haven't really been in the lineage that long, so. And the way you explain it, is it kind of like like in the JC thing, when you be bad, you get fire and brimstone and you get punished? Is it something like that? Because you did mention that it's kind of like a report card. Like, could you give me a little bit more explanation on it? It sounds. Oh, yeah, how does it sound? Yeah, I'm trying to grasp it right now to get a full understanding. And yeah, back to you. Senior at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay. Well, of course, it's not like JC because we're not JC. Okay. The 3 officials, they are in, they're working in the lineage system, just like the Jade Emperor, the Jimei Emperor, and so on, right? So these are like the god that work in the lineage system, and they have a purpose. So you see, first of all, what do you think the wealth is? Like if the lineage is giving you money, right? What is the money? Back to you.
I would say the money could, well, from my understanding, the money could be not get in trouble, being a good disciple, and trying to stay away from calamity. Back to you.
No. I mean, like, if the lineage or the Tao has to give you money, right? So what is that money? Like money, the God is not going to like rain down coins and bills, right? So what is the money that they can give you?
Guidance and protection. Back to you, Sergeant.
Um, well, partially. So you see, in general, you get ordained. So that means what? You're saying I want to rely on this source for any kind of help. So there's like the God can help you. The God's power can help you, which is like the Fatlik, right? The magic power. These things are what the Tao can provide to you. So when you do your spells, your magic, they work. Like they actually bring you result, right? That's one part of it. And then other part is the time. Like if the Tao don't want to give you any more of its time, what happened? Well, they kick you away. And then you start to separate yourself with the Tao. You can see that from some disciple when they like suddenly they will say, "Oh, I don't see I have time for this anymore." Like one of the very famous one. And like, why suddenly you don't have time? Like you have time for your kids, you have time for doing your fun things, you have time to watch drama, you don't have time for the Tao. Like, yeah, because the Tao don't have time for you. So the Tao kick your butt and it makes you feel like I don't have time for the Tao. It's actually the other way. It's the Tao don't want you anymore. So it kick you away and then you don't feel interested. You don't feel like there's a bond that glue you to the Tao. It's like there's nothing that attach you to it. And eventually you fade out. You become like a ghost. You don't want to learn and then you quit, right? So that's one of the things how the Tao can like give you, which is like the life in the lineage, right? As a Taoist. So imagine the celestial court is like your Yun San, right? If your Yun San say, I have nothing to give you anymore, then what happened? Then you die, right? You die. There's not enough stuff for you to stay here. Boom, you die. So when the celestial court stop paying you anything, right, then you die before you die, what happened? You get sick, you get weak, you get less and less, right? So same thing, like your magic get weaker and weaker, your Tao soul gets more and more sick. So you're more and more mentally not aligned with the Tao, and eventually you go down there and you die. So that's the wealth that the lineage can provide you. I'll continue more later. Let's see if TY2KI want to come back in. Try again, TY2KI. Tina number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Try again. Okay, anyone else want to check in? Anyone else want to check in?
Team Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
Okay, the mic is yours. Go ahead.
Thank you, Sujong. Hi, everyone. Sujong Gijong. Yeah, I've only been able to catch the last little bit of the conversation. Sounds like there's some talk about the lifespan of the Taoist, the way that exchange has to be actively maintained, or it will eventually lead to the death of the Taoist, so to speak. Not necessarily like, oh, you're gonna keel over, we'll have a funeral for you, but like, you're no longer communicating with the Tao. You're no longer a Taoist. So, yeah, I wonder if somebody else has been leaving recently that sparked this this topic. I know there were some newbies that came in. I was excited to see that. Haven't made the time yet to reach out on the Tinyat Palace. That's still on my to-do list for today. Tinyat number 2, Golf Echo India.
Maybe you want to check your audio again. Your audio is a little bit iffy. Can you like try like another option in the audio thing?
Okay, let's try that then. Tinyat number 2, Golf Echo India. Back to you.
Oh, that sounds like 10 times better. So yeah, I can really tell the difference. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about the 3 officials. So coming up, lunar July 15th is the ground official day, and it's very important for Taoists. So everyone who are ordained, you need to know, because if you don't, you are in trouble. So there are 3 officials. It's the first month, 7th month, and 10th month, and the 15th of that month. So that's like the special day. And so I was saying the first month, 15th, is the sky official day. The sky official is responsible for giving everyone stuff, the good things, right? So it's kind of like the God is raining down money. But I was saying, hey, what's the money? The God is not really going to give you cash. So the money is like to decide on, how much help you can have, the magic power that you can have, and the care, the guidance, or how much time the Tao feels like giving you, right? Like if the Tao don't feel like giving you any time, then you will feel like that instead. Like instead of like the Tao don't want me, it's like I don't want the Tao. You feel the opposite, and then you don't want to be here. So yeah, the more distance you are, the more it shows that the Tao is actually kicking you away. So that's a sign. And then on the 7th month, which is the one coming up, 15th, that's the ground official. And the ground official is like the judge. giving you like, kind of like an audit, and it gives the people a midterm report, and basically letting you know that whatever you have done that is not good, whatever done you have done that is wrong, right? It's kind of like letting you see a sign of that. So if you have been like always doing something bad as a disciple, this time you'll see like a lot of problems shows up telling you that you're doing a bad boy, you're being bad girl, and you learn. And then until you do the 10th month, the water official is here to deliver the final sentence. So if you have been doing good, and then during that time, the water official sees that you're doing better, right? It will not do anything to you because you're okay now. But if you're like still continuing to be on that ass mode, then they will deliver the punishment to you according to the book. And that can be leading you to be kicked out, or like they just make you go away and clean up the lineage like that. And they will take back everything, like you don't deserve that stuff, they take it back. And yeah, so usually during that time, the 10th month, we all write a letter to submit a letter for what we call like you want to tell the court that I know I still have these problems, and I'm asking for like a second chance so that I can continue to improve. So yeah, please don't rain down the punishment. And you do that, the court will like kind of forgive for a while and let you have the chance to get better. So there you go. Anyone else want to check in? Okay, going back to the top, tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
King number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. I think it's also important to say along those lines that from time to time you will get tested too, in different ways. A lot of it is you may feel something like, oh, Shadran's being so mean to me. He's saying things to me, and it hits your filter, and it seems like there's something wrong, and you really have to be aware of what is going on with you, because Shadran doesn't change. This is how he is. This is what he's doing. He never changes. He never changes. So if you feel at any point like something is, different or wrong, or you don't feel, I don't feel this or I don't feel that, you have to be careful about that, because some of that is a test. It's your mind. It's the E and other stuff. It might be like, for me, it's like my toxins sometimes act up, and they act like E, and it's not E. It's like my body Eing or something, because of the stuff that I did in my past. But yeah, there's a mental component too to this. So a lot of times it can be a test to see just what you're doing, and you might need to pay a bit more attention to that. Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Yes. Ha is already feeling that. Yeah, how is your condition right now compared to earlier? Maybe you can update the others about what actually happened, because they don't know. Like, Chung is not in that room. Back to you.
Yes. I have been feeling like not necessarily deflated or anything, but I have had a long-term issue with toxins in my body, and sometimes they act up and cause different things to happen to me emotionally. It'll make me feel like I'm not quite myself, even though nothing's wrong. I'm not doing anything different. I'm doing everything I need to do. Everything is good. But for some reason, sometimes it tends to attack me. And in so doing, it'll come out in different ways. So John spots it right away. And I'll have like a steady but very, how can you say, almost undetectable drop in energy, not my energy, but in my presentation. And so sometimes Shazwan will poke me. That's the best way I can describe it, is a poke. And then he'll say something and I'll be like, okay, I need to look at that a little bit closer. But I've seen him do this to other people too. And he will poke them. And they will go, oh, you can't talk to me like this? And all of a sudden they'll just, and they'll say something crazy. And then he'll be like, okay. And then he either lets you be, or you go the other way and you take yourself out. But yeah, my legs have been having some problems and my feet were having some problems. And then this morning, my vision had problems. I couldn't see very well out of one eye. And so I ended up saying something about it, and I ended up doing some exercises that Shadron helped me with, and it's back. My vision isn't 100%. It never has been for some time, but at least it's a little bit clearer than before. Ticket number 4 was Alpha.
Yeah, that was scary. Like suddenly your vision going blurry and dim down and all that. It's scary. I can relate. Well, you should be glad because the Tau crisis line is always online, so I'm not like, oh, press 0 for whatever, press 2 for something. You get answers right away, and it was quite surprisingly spotted on related to last night net, right? Because I was saying on the net last night, like, hey, how come you're like suddenly bringing up all that stuff? The backward thinking and all that is all related to one point, which is a toxin. You're so toxic. Turn out it was the toxin acting up. So you felt like talking about those things, and suddenly today it manifests. And your div is kind of scary because your div is like saying, yeah, there's problem, it will be fine. Yeah, of course it will be fine because the problem is already like exploded. You can't do anything about it, right? It's exploded already. So you're just going to feel the result. And later, after a while, the div, and then suddenly all that stuff happening, and you see the result. That's very cool, huh? Being able to see everything kind of happen. Yeah, so it's definitely experience, and she have been through quite a few eras and seeing different disciples reacting, right, when things like that happen. Sometimes I will poke people, that's right. And because when I'm doing that, that's like the time you are most likely going to see the yi to like the problem surface, and then you can be able to spot the problem. So always keep in mind your Sazon is never there to attack you, just trying to help you. But helping is not always about like talking nice, you know. If I don't hurt your feeling, I don't try to like poke your heart, right? I don't be harsh, then it cannot be really pinpoint to touch that spot. So that is a way that you need to understand. So team number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Let's try again.
Teammate number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Sorry about the earlier as well. This network just cut off, but it's back now. Yeah, I think I can hear everything, but if I can recall wanted to mention something like you did mention something like the tower kicking you out. My initial question earlier was about like how do you get the feedback like where you're doing wrong and stuff, like so that you can be aware of all that. And the other issue was the second question was I recall like I think about 2 or 3 weeks back, I didn't go to the net the whole week. There was so many issues involved. I think I only managed to get back to the net the following day. I think it was mostly the network and the Zello. Even if the network was fine, that Zello was also giving an issue. So in a situation whereby you see like there's some sort of forces trying to force you out, is that the tower kicking you out or something? Just want to clarify that part. Tenet number 2 Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
That's not related. The network issues, cello issue, those are technical issues. So they're not something that the Tao or the God can influence. So that's not related. But there's always the line, right? So there's nothing stopping you from going online, posting message. There's always a way. So be creative. If you cannot get on the net, there's always many other ways to communicate. So yeah. How to spot those? Well, how to spot it? Basically by experience. When things happen and it's your turn to experience, you know, it's something that everyone has to gain their own experience, and then you understand. And also looking at other people, listening to stories, like when I have heard story, hey, now you know. So later you might see something from another person, and you know. So keep listening. TN number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. My contribution today would probably have to go back a little bit before I even became a Taurus Adrian and Hasaja. Hasaja's story just kind of reignited a memory that I used to have. How should I put it? So before I came a Taurus, I was suspecting that there were things, spirits, something wrong that would influence us, whether it be a e-god or your own god. And because I would be very perplexed or confused about just observing people in my own environment or people who I've come across, and they would behave one way and then they'll just go to the complete end of the other spectrum, and then they'll just kind of come back onto the other side of the spectrum. And I would always suspect that there's things that are influencing our emotions, our thoughts, and we need to be very, very mindful of paying attention to what we're feeling and what we're thinking, trying to figure out if it's really us or if I'm being influenced by something. And I think that right there kind of directed my path towards not just Taoism, but the spiritual world on the whole, because these things you can't actually see, you can't feel them, and it's a scary thought. It's a scary thought to think that you're not in control of your own emotions, or you're not, well, not necessarily in control, but you are susceptible and open to be influenced by different things, whether it's from a positive thing or a negative thing. And that the Hasaja story just kind of reignited that thought. And for me to also be very aware that, there are different toxins in everybody's body. That's just what it is. That's just what this world is. You have a lot of e-crap in this world. You have it, and you just have to be aware of it when it's acting up, when it's being triggered. And what else? Be very aware of it, I suppose. And most importantly, don't be so quick to be emotionally reactive to stuff. That is a superpower that I've only seen in very few people. Being able to go through a situation where they're very calm, or at least pretend to be calm, you know. But yeah. Back to you, Sergeant. 10 yard number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yeah, like I said, I always say that. Don't act based on feeling. You're a Taoist. You have like all the knowledge and wisdom. Why are you not using it? If you're facing something, always bring out what you have learned, like the toolbox, right? Oh, what did someone said before about this? What did I learn about this? Do I have any stories or experience that relate to this? And then you compare, and then you decide what to actually do. If you just do anything based on your feeling, you're going to screw up because it's like you learn all the stuff before and now you're not using it. Right? Like, yeah, why you fail? Well, you deserve it. And always keep in mind, trust, faith, and determination, right? So same thing to Satan, right? Like trust and faith in him always. So when you cannot make decision, remember you're ordained, right? You rely on the source. So your source is me. And so why are you trying to think so hard on your own? When you tell me the problem, let me take care of you, right? That's basically what ordaining is about. Um, it's funny because there are people who think that they enter here and they just like do the hard spell and they are just working with the god themselves and they can kind of like skip me. Right? Like they think I'll just do a hard spell, I use it on my own and I kind of get it on my own, right? Like if you have that mindset, you are 100% guaranteed to fail as a Taoist and as a disciple, right? Because first you go to Tina stage and you become a disciple first. Then you go to Samlo stage and become a Taoist. So if you cannot even be a disciple, there's no way you can be a successful Taoist, right? Like you need to walk the first step, which is being a disciple. A disciple always follow and hold on to their master. That's what you're doing. Okay. So I got problem, I go to my master. I got question, I go to the master. I am hungry, I go to the master. Oh, something happened, I tell my master. Like when you do that all the time, you learn a lot. Yeah. Like when you report something, oh, my eye's not working, my whatever is not working. Your master teach you what to do to fix it up. Now you learn. So being a proper disciple is the first step before you can even be a successful Taoist. Tier number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo India. Yeah, that's it's a very big mindset shift for a lot of people to make. That's probably the major thing that most people coming in, you know, aside from showing their commitment via the 108 heart spells, that's probably the major thing that most newbies should be focusing on in their first few months is cultivating that correct mindset as a disciple. Um, uh, I'm so sorry, I have to cut it there. Tin Hut number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Okay. Seems like something happened. Anyway, yeah, the thing about the mindset being a disciple, well, when a disciple comes in and they have problems, like Lei comes in with a lot of crap problems and so on, it's always easier for them to become a proper disciple because they're always in need of help. But when people come in and they don't think they have problems, or they might not have problems yet, now that's the hard part. Like it's really hard because they don't think they need help, and they will think, oh yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm working in this company, earning pretty much like a decent salary. I have my like career all set. I have a family. Everything seems to be pretty good. That's the time when people come in like that. They don't see they need help. They don't see they have problems. Then they treat the thing like a hobby, like a hobby group, and it doesn't work. Eventually, these people they will not learn well. Like based on my experience, none of the disciple like that will do well. Yeah, because you don't have the need of help, or you don't even want help. Right? You think you're doing good. You're not relying on anything. You trust yourself too much, and you think that, oh yeah, I'm doing fine in life. I know what I'm doing. Now that's the point when you can see that disciple is not going to grow. Scary, huh? So sometimes when you come in with lots of problems, a background with lots of issues, it's not a bad thing, actually. It's really a good thing. Oh, by the way, anyone want to check in? Anyone want to check in? Okay, back to the top. Tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Yeah, I have seen where people get really far really fast. And I think one time we had, what was it? We had a ACM, and the one guy, he was so interested in having friends, go drinking, had a hidden girlfriend. Girlfriend comes running out the back room. Everybody's like, who is that? Oh, that's nobody. Yeah. Who is she? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just somebody out there. And pretty soon, just faded off. Went someplace. Don't know where they went. Just they came a few and then they just disappeared. The mindset was, I think, unclear. I don't even really realize. I don't know why they even they were never there. They just seemed like they had their own idea of what they wanted to do and how they wanted to pick and choose what they wanted to participate in or for. And that is a dangerous kind of mindset, to just pick and choose of what you would decide. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I like doing this, but I don't like doing that. Well, it's all designed to help you grow, and it's all designed to help something that you're working or may not even be aware of. So every task that you're given or every task that you're exposed to can give you some insight into your development and how you can progress. And it may not be apparent at first of what to ask or how to ask, but it is something that can open you up to different things. So maybe you're not that great at singing. Maybe you're not that good at origami. Maybe you don't know how to fold a piece of paper. You can't fold a napkin right, but maybe this will help open something in you that might be related to a problem that you might not even know that you're working on. So, Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
That one. That guy. He think he's smart. He run the business doing the AI stuff for people, and he think he's smart. So yeah, people think they're smart. I don't see myself as smart in front of my teachers, or else why am I learning? I would rather be the dumb guy, right? Just I don't know anything. Just teach me from scratch. That's what I do. I don't want to tell people, oh, I know this, this. And so, yeah, based on what I know, what can I improve on? No. I don't like teaching people like that. You want to come, You throw away your stuff, I teach you my stuff, right? You don't like it, you don't come here. That's how I am. I used to have a period where like Kim Sa-chon saying I'm kind of too strict, and she used the word mean, but I'm like, no, I'm not mean. Like I know what I'm doing. I'm not mean. I'm just don't want to waste time. Like if like someone come to me and want to learn my martial art and they want to bring in their own, right? It's like at the end, what am I getting? I'm getting a disciple who kind of do my stuff, but he is not going to like say that he is learning my stuff because he is like mixing his own pot of crap and end up like, okay, he go outside and lose a fight and blame it on me. It's like my stuff doesn't work. What? What am I getting? Right? Like this is not a disciple I would like. So I observed for many years like what I really want. It's a disciple who is here to learn my stuff, not to mix my stuff into other things and then kind of like, yeah, you kind of help, but it's my old stuff that's good. Right? Like I would really get hurt when they say that because I've spent a lot of time teaching and trying to make it work for everyone, right? So why should I be just a side dish of something else? That's not respecting, right? So it's a waste of time going forward because they're never going to get it. They're never going to be a pure Taoist. So why waste time, right? If they want to mix, might as well not begin. So I think over the years, I have been pretty firm about this. And I kind of like want to make it official soon that I don't give a shit about people who want to come in and mix religion. I'm going to like make it a rule, like even Teenage Stage, I don't give a shit. You want to come, you dump everything or you be a client. Like I'm like that. Like we can talk money, right? We can talk money and you can take my stuff, mix it with your stuff. I don't care. But if you want to learn, you come in, you delete your crap and you learn my stuff. You don't like me, go away. Like I think this will be 2026 announcement or something. Like I'm very sure because I have had enough of that already. It's a headache, like you try to be nice and say, yeah, Teenage Stage, we allow people to have different religion. But I mean, in my heart, it's kind of like I'm punching myself. So I don't like that. Tier number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Team number 2, Kilo Alpha India. There's a lesson about like joining the lineage and building the healthy relationship with Sir John and having the time of your life like in the lineage, having fun. That being more important than learning, and the other one is the lesson that I'm picking up here, saying like it's the most important that the people are more committed if they are having a background problems. Like they will know how important it is to realize that it's important to get some help from your side. On my experience on that part is like it's very hard to be more to be free, like to feel free when you have a background like on like to do those two things at the same time, having some fun of your life in the lineage, but having unresolved issues following around. I don't know if I'm making sense in that statement, because to me, in my side, I believe like it's nice to having fun in the lineage, like to be more free. than to be more tense at the same time. So it's difficult to apply those two things if you're having issues following you around. But yeah, and then I understand that yeah, like it's only natural like to kind of rely more on the master, like keep on. I understand that, but obviously, at some point, being free makes you more relaxed and more happy. Like the communication part with everybody. If you don't have something that is bothering you all the time. Team at number 2, Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
I always like to compare like ordaining or getting into the lineage is kind of like marriage. So it's a commitment. You say, okay, I want to be with this person, and then you start. But it doesn't mean that, oh, I'm bonded to this one, then I don't have freedom, and then life is so boring now because I can only have one. No, it's not like that, right? Like you can still make your married life very fun by sticking to one wife. You don't need like a lot to have fun. So in the once you have made up your mind and you know your identity, you're loyal, still have a lot of fun without being tense. It's not even tense at all. Yeah, but maybe I mistook your message. But let's see if Chung can clarify if he get your point. So team number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenure at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Well, from listening to Kai, it sounds like he's saying that he feels a little uneasy and tense because of whatever situations he may be facing and the issues that he is currently tackling. It's making him feel a bit tense and uncomfortable, and having to be a little bit more free and open with the lineage. It's kind of prohibiting him from pursuing that, from being a little bit more free because of the issues that he's probably facing right now. And you did make a really, really good point, Sergeant, when you said that if you have a lot of issues that you are facing before you come into the lineage, it'll be you'll be much more better suited to adapt it in the lineage because you have a need for it. And I've noticed that as well. I've definitely noticed that before you even said it. Like for example, like me, I came into the lineage not necessarily having any problems or not knowing of the problems that I probably have or currently not aware of. But I definitely came in because I have always I've always followed and trust my Yinson. At the time, I didn't know that is what it was, but it told me, yeah, this is the direction that you need to go. And I've always tried to listen to it because it has always been there for me. And it had times where I felt like it led me down a junction where I was feeling unsafe, but then I realized going further and looking back, I was like, yeah, I had to go through that. So, but that right there is definitely a really good key factor when you have a lot of issues and you're aware of these issues. And I think that kind of ties into what Kai is saying, that he is facing a lot of his issues right now, and because he is still acclimatized into the culture of the lineage and trying to figure out his own place and not only what he's contributing, but how he could adapt with the new culture, the things that he can and can't do or shouldn't do, because it's not a dictatorship, it's not a cult like you always said. Things that you should and shouldn't do because it's really for your benefit. The conversation kind of reminded me of when I was speaking to Moo. And I told him, I was like, yeah, you are coming into a village Actually, I kind of give him this example of when you go into a new country, like I am living in the United States. By no stretch of the imagination, I'm going to expect I would expect the United States culture to shift to accommodate me. It's all about integrating into a new system and seeing the value of that system. So to tie that into this, I think Kai is struggling with the issues that he's facing and integrating into the system and finding a balance where he could be a little bit more free and be easygoing. Back to you, Tanya, at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay. Kai's problem. Well, I think his only problem is with the wife. Money is not a problem. Like there's always work around, but the person around you is always a problem because they are the problem. So that would be the challenge. But I think that Kai is doing pretty good. I mean, he's trying and he come to net A all the time, and it has been quite consistent. So I can see that it's good. It's not like, well, let's put it this way, like compared to a lot of other disciples that like just don't even show up on the net, I am much more happy about Kai than those background disciples. So yeah, you're already like not on the list that I dislike. Just keep fighting, keep trying, right? It's going to be good. And you have to know that problems are there for you to learn, right? So as you go on, you fix the problem, everything will be good again. Tier number 2, Golf Echo India.
Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo India. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's, yeah, I can tell there's maybe some tension going on lately, some concern. I think maybe people are getting nervous about the officials checking in, right? But yeah, it seems to me, I mean, it's been made pretty clear to me since I initiated and ordained that it's really not about how much you're doing in as far as like, the foods that you write or the how many spells you know. It's mostly about how much you are willing to communicate with Shajan, with the lineage, with the gods, because that's what Taoism is. It is a lifestyle of communication. At least I hope I'm getting that definition right at this point. Tinyat number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Gay, you were like, it's like you're driving a car and you're going straight, right? You're going straight, and then you're reaching, almost getting to where you need to go, and then somehow just like turn your car to the left. Why? Don't add that last part. You're like, somehow. I think it's a Western thing or something. It's like you say a lot of stuff, and at the end, you just have to add something to kind of like pad it. So like, in case I'm wrong, so let me just like put some paddings here in case I'm wrong. Everyone just had that problem. Don't do that, okay? If you're wrong, I'll let you know. You don't need to say anything. So just be confident about what you know and yourself. Yeah. Well, Taoism is not just about communication, of course, but it is a big part of it is communication with human, the God, and so on, because we follow the way of how nature teaches us to communicate, which has to do with the Yum Yang theory, right? So you know about the Yum Yang, the Tai Chi diagram, and how the cycle works, then we go by that cycle. And if the cycle is broken, then shit happens. So yes, it is pretty much like that. And for you, Gay, I know you have something at the back of your mind making you kind of feel the guilt. Oh, I tried to make the video, but I couldn't. I tried to do the dip, but I couldn't. But you know what? You're just lacking one thing. It's update. Yeah, like this. Okay, tomorrow we'll meet up at the library at 2 p.m. Okay? And then now you're like kind of rushing yourself, packing up. Oh shit, I'm gonna be late. And by the time it's like 1:15, oh my god, I cannot make it. And then it's like over 2 o'clock now, 2:15, and you're like, oh, it's getting so bad, it's so bad. Like, instead of doing all that, even trying to pack yourself up, at like 1 p.m., you could have like drop a message and say, I couldn't make it today. I don't think I can because of whatever. So this is my new time. Is it okay? Like you just reschedule. And that way the other side don't have to wait for you or even like waited over that time and get into disappointment. The disappointment is here because it's created by you. Like you decided to let it fail. But if you update earlier, then the whole thing no more fail because that expectation is taken away. So if you cannot get the video, like you don't even see yourself can get the video done by Monday because like it's already maybe 6 p.m. Sunday and you're kind of tired, right? Then just set another day. Like, oh, maybe I'll get it done by the mid of the week. Is that okay? Like that will be enough. So instead of trying so hard to make it happen so I don't fail, you have to update earlier so that you don't even have to try. That way, you're not creating that extra pressure for yourself, and it will be much healthier. Okay, let's go for one more round quickly. Tina number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Woo, sitting at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. I have a minute. So, yeah, I think that's a Western mindset that we just try to do everything as much as we can, as often as we can. If we don't, then we put that little buffer in there. Like, I don't know what to do, but here's a buffer. Maybe I'm wrong. And that's kind of, it's like it's kind of like a buffer, kind of like, well, don't hit me too hard or don't kill me because I said this. I really meant to say this, but if I'm not right, then I want to be right. I want to be right. It somehow fuels our brain. That gives us like a little dopamine hit that says, Shajuan said I was right. Boom. And it goes that way. Yeah. But then this is a good net. I like this net. I always come to ANET. Anybody can come to ANET. Hey, come to all of nets. Come in there. Come to all of them. So I appreciate everybody here. I hope everybody has a good afternoon. King at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, moving on. Tier number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Tier number 2, Kilo Alpha India. The statement that Sensei Hong is stated is he just nailed it. It's say even better than what I explained. Yeah, and the other part when Sachan was saying a Taoist will fail if he always followed his feelings. It's talking to me. That part that is exactly what is talking to me. Let me just explain it a little bit further. Just to explain what I mean by that. Like, for example, my wife thing in this situation. I recall The reason why I had to take it back is because I had a feeling that I didn't want my children to grow in a certain way, like outside my hand, out of my control. So I wanted to gather them all together in one place. That's why I had to sacrifice the idea of bringing my wife back, even though there was another child that is. So that was I'm feeling like that was a terrible idea because I was only following the feelings, not the logic. So yeah, and that's why it's very difficult this day to decide to kick her out of my life because of that idea behind that idea. But now I can see that logic is not the it's not the good thing. So I think when Sir John is saying that you will fail if you are following the feelings, it's talking to me when you are saying that. So I need a way to resolve that approach, bring up the better, a better one. Tenet number 2, Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
Okay, well, anything you have done in the past can always change. So, yeah, like you dye your hair and you got red head, you can always change to blue or change to black, right? You're going to change. So don't look at what is done in the past. Look at what you want to happen in the future and change it. There you go. Tia number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. And my closing words, Sergeant, will probably be for Kai. Well, like Sergeant said, you're doing pretty good. And he kind of observes and know everything about us because we've reached this far. I mean, you and I came in kind of around the same time. I came in like, what, a month before you? And I don't think I'm any that far ahead or behind you. I think we're all just on the same level. So yeah, though you're doing pretty good so far from what Sergeant say, and pertaining to your wife, well, just make a decision. Make a decision pertaining to whether she's moving forward with you, and try to understand that this is your home, this is your lineage, and this is where it's going to be. That's exactly what I had to do with my wife. I mean, it is annoying to me that she's not as active. I would like it to be, but as soon as my wife gets back from deployment, things are going to change drastically because she's going to realize, oh crap, this is where we're going, and it is always up to you. I've learned that having a lot of determination to conquer whatever you're facing is the most important thing. The strongest and the smartest who always win is the ones who are willing to overcome the hurdle and have the stamina to keep going. So if you want your wife to be in the lineage more seriously, start to set the precedent. Start to set the precedent because you're living together. It's not like if you're not in my situation where my wife away and a whole set of e-crap and other influences is around her, and I clean her every day and try to get on to her every day. It's like you're not in my circumstance, and it's not to say like my circumstance is worse or better, but I am saying that just make a decision. Yeah, this is the direction you're going, and this is what it is. You don't really have a choice in it. Yeah, back to you, Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yeah, like I say all the time, ye crap make you look backward, and then you start regretting and complaining and whining about what you have done. Oh my God, I did this, and now I'm like this. But the cow push you forward, make you look further ahead. So we only look at now and the future. So what do you want is the thing. What do you want? No one is controlling that but you. So you set a goal, what you want, and ask the Tao, how can I use your power to make that happen? And you'll see that happen because I made it happen myself, and other disciples also did. With the Tao's help, there's a fun and exciting story. Beasa's one just was telling me today. with the guidance of the Tao, she sold 2 stock overnight and earned about 15K Canadian dollars. I was like, wow, that's a so nice. Tier number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo India. Yeah, that's a fun story. I can only hope we all have so much success. Yeah, when there's a divide in an important relationship over something like this, it can be really difficult. Especially those of us who live in societies. Actually, I can't think of a society that doesn't. It places so much emphasis on the quality and worth of your life. Being about your partner, your marriage, your relationship, kind of reflecting on who you are and your worthiness as a person. But it seems like there are different standards that apply to the logic of the Taoist. Yeah, obviously there's very little mainstream wisdom that we adhere to anyway. Yeah, my condolences to the guys who are going through it. And yeah, just keep following your Yun Sun, keep following the lineage. So I want to give everyone still terrible at these codes. I think it's 73. Best wishes to everyone. Best of luck with whatever your day is. Tin Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Yes, that is 73. So it is now 2:09 p.m. Giving you all a 73, and we'll see you back online or on that beat today. This is Tina number 9. Yankee Uniform Echo is cleared.
Tin Yacht number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.